no longer under the UFC banner. He's a free agent. Unbelievable. 7-1-1 in the octagon. 12-2-1 overall. 30 years old. Hot prospect. Won the 2000 won the Ultimate Fighter middleweight tournament in 2022. Brian the Butcher Battle gone from the UFC. 3 missed weights in little over 3 years. A little over 2.5 years. 2023, 2025, and 2025. Let me get you the exact dates on that. I was just looking up this man, and I'm so surprised. This guy started off as a middleweight, moved down, and now he's struggling to make welterweight. So why don't you just stay at middleweight? You know what I'm saying? Keep your career going. I don't know what's going on behind the scenes. I'm pretty surprised with this whole thing. Brian Battle first missed weight May 2023 against Gabriel Green, but won via KO. And he also did not make weight against Randy Brown at UFC 310, and this was December 2024. And they fought at 175, and Battle won the decision. And what's up? Very, very unprofessional at this point. And now he's out of the organization. So he missed weight in 2023, 2024, 2025, and he's gone. I mean, he's probably making 100,000 a fight, with a win bonus. I mean, geez, now he's gonna go fight for PFL, and you never know what'll happen. Sometimes these guys' careers spiral out. Sometimes they get extra motivation. But at this point, just like Jacob just said on the chat, unprofessional. Here's the thing, right? Let's just be real. The UFC pumps tons of money to the UFC Performance Institute in Las Vegas. They feed the fighters all the time, 365 days a year, 3 meals, 2 snacks. You could order food. It's perfect. You could live there. You can get medical care. You can get nutritionists. You can get doctor care. You could train for free. So post up in Vegas, stay there whether you like the climate or not, and stay ready. That's what you got to do. When I was in the military, we went overseas. We went to Iraq, and we went to Haiti and Eritrea, Africa, and different parts of the world that we didn't want to be in. We went to Guantanamo Bay, when crazy stuff was going on. We just went because we had to do it. So go to Vegas, get all the food and the health, nutrition, and if there's something wrong behind the scenes where you can't make 170, move up to 185, right? Put on the mask, change your style, do whatever you got to do because you have a natural talent, a natural gift. Brian the Butcher Battle. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. This is what you got to do. This is what your manager should be doing for you. I like Brian Battle. I've chatted with him very briefly on, I think, Instagram, said hi or whatever. Much respect, but dude, come on now. We need you in the UFC Octagon. We don't need you in some other organization that doesn't matter. Yeah. What's up, man? What's up? I hear you. Hi, chat. So that's what we were discussing. He's 7-1-1 in the Octagon. I mean, he lost to Renat at 170. He had a no decision from, I believe, an eye poke. And every other fight, he's won via decision or finished. And now he's out of the UFC. 12-2 record, solid record, great fighter. I don't know what's going on, man. I don't know. We'll see. But Jacob, you're right. Unprofessional. He's out of the organization. Let's get into some UFC Shanghai picks because UFC Shanghai will be Saturday morning, 6 a.m. Eastern Time. That means the fights will basically be beyond 12 hours early everywhere. So let's go into some UFC Shanghai picks. All right. UFC Shanghai. I'm excited for this. There's 3 good fights on here. I like them. Well, more than 3. There's a few. The main event is a banger. Co-main event is a banger. I mean, we get to see Brian Ortega and Aljo. All right, let's do it. Let's start with the. We'll go right to the main card. We'll go 4 or 5 fights. All right. You have. Get ready, guys. Hold on. Buckle up. I'm gonna pronounce some words. Tailieke Nuraji from China, minus 425, versus Kiefer Crosby from Ireland, plus 330. We're going to go with the man. We're going to go with Nuraji. Yeah, minus 425. Okay, and that's a welterweight bout. Flyweight bout. Suma Daraji versus Kevin Borjas. We're going to go with Borjas. We're going to heavyweight time. Heavyweight Sergey Pavlovich versus Waldo Cortez Acosta. Let's go. I'm going with Costa. I just feel he's on a run. He's from the Dominican Republic. I just visited DR. Beautiful place. I'm going with Costa. Brian Ortega versus Aljamain Sterling. I'm going with Aljo. Main event, Johnny Walker versus Xing Ming Wang. I'm going with Xing Ming Yang for the win. And that's your UFC Shanghai, China. Remember, Saturday morning start time. Daniel Cormier had a lot to say yesterday on Club Shay Shay with Shannon Sharp. Here's what he had to say. His Mount Rushmore does not have Anderson Silva. Does not have Johnny Bones Jones. It has Khabib, DJ, Chuck Liddell, and one other one. DJ, Chuck Liddell, Khabib, and GSP. So once again, Daniel Cormier has left John Jones and Anderson Silva off his top 4 GOATs. Here's DC's top 4. Demetrius Johnson, GSP, Khabib Nurmagomedov, and Chuck Liddell or Randy Couture. That's right. That's right. No John Jones, no Anderson Silva because of PED usage. I don't know how I feel about it, but I will say this. I respect Daniel Cormier. But I disagree with his Mount Rushmore. I really do. MMA Uncensored. Oh, big shout out to Santos Studios. Glasses, hat. Get the shirt on today. Jackson.com got us iced up for the podcast. Thank you. We got a new sponsor coming on board next week. We'll be able to eat some snacks and share some nutritious food with you soon. And yeah, excited about that. We'll have a new sponsor hopefully next week. And we'll be able to give you some free stuff. So let's get back to Daniel Cormier. Here's what else he had to say. He said, Conor McGregor, everybody jumps when he says, I'm going to fight. I'm going to do this. And they shouldn't. Daniel Cormier says Conor McGregor's just trying to stay in the headlines. He's just trying to stay in the headlines. And that's basically what he said. He's not impressed. He's not impressed with Conor McGregor's antics. He's not really a fan. He's never been a fan of Conor McGregor. And Daniel Cormier basically just said, hey, I'm not jumping. You know, Conor McGregor wants to be Conor McGregor, but he doesn't want to be Conor McGregor because he's not getting in shape. He's not fighting. He's not staying clean. He's partying. And yes, McGregor is now training for the last 2 weeks, but he did that last year, and then he just dipped off. So Daniel Cormier kind of ripped into him. Cormier also says Khabib hates McGregor still to this day and will not say his name in an interview. Khabib did an interview last week, and he said, that guy, I will not... Khabib hates McGregor. I mean, a lot of people do. Dana White says Khamzat Chimaev will fight the winner of Fluffy Hernandez versus RDR or Hai Barajo versus Nasruddin Imavov. And that's the plan. whoever they choose, right? Whoever finishes the other one faster. I have a feeling we might see Barajo versus Hamzat. I just have a feeling. I'd like to see it. I think RDR will give Hamzat some trouble. I think Fluffy will give him some trouble. Uh, but I think Hamzat is here and everybody else is a bit below because of that wrestling. Hamzat Chimaev, 15-0, new world champion at 185. Congratulations, Hamzat. Big fan. I've been talking to Hamzat since, I don't know, 2021, excuse me, on Instagram. Hi, how you doing? Leaving some voice messages and whatnot. Real nice guy. Big fan of Hamzat. Tom Aspinall says he wants to fight in December. Tom's got a fight booked. Tom's got a fight booked already versus Cyril Gain late October. He wants a 2-month turnaround and fight again. That's Tom Aspinall, the UFC undisputed heavyweight champion. We got the Jackson podcast, UFC 319. Okay. TJ Dillashaw breaks down the fights with Rampage and Bear. Make sure you go to Jackson Podcast YouTube. Jackson.com, SantosStudios.com. Thank you. Appreciate you guys. And once again, Brian Battle cut from the UFC. 7-1-1 under the UFC banner, and he's gone. Brian Battle, gone. Still a shocker. Still a shocker. I mean, shit. Brian Battle. You guys think he should have got cut? Or you think it's a bad move? I'm not too sure either way, you know. I think they should have given him a little more chance. I don't know what happened behind the scenes though. So only they do. Dana White might have said, hey, you need to get serious, kid, and then he didn't, and you know, we don't know what happened. But they canceled his fight, they took his money, and they cut him. I mean, what more can you do? That's how it was done. That's how it was done. UFC Shanghai, Saturday morning, 6 a.m. Early. You guys gonna get up early for that one? That's early. That is very early. Too early. Too early. You know what I'm saying? Way too early. You got Johnny Walker. He's a plus 270. And then you got Zhang Mingyang. He's a minus 348. You got Brian Ortega. He's a plus 225. And then you got Aljo. He's a minus 275. Pavlovich, minus 250. Costa, plus 205. So, I mean, I'm going straight up Costa, Aljo, and Zhang. I'm going right. I'm going all right on that one. And that's my picks. UFC Shanghai. Let's go. Well, that's it for our news today, guys. I came on here to say hello, give you guys some updates. Usually I do a Friday. I wanted to do a Thursday because the fights came on a little early, so I figured I'd come on there and get this out of the way. You guys have a great weekend, and just remember, subscribe to this channel. And UFC Shanghai starts 6 a.m. Saturday morning. Not 6 p.m., 6 a.m. I know most people aren't even going to watch it. They're going to catch the highlights. But if you want to, you know, ESPN Plus, 6 a.m. Saturday morning, right when you get your cereal and your Scooby-Doo, you know. So we used to do Saturday mornings. Have some cereal and watch some cartoons. Those were the good old days. Yeah, those are the good old days. All right, fight fans, have a great day.